Okay. Am I back? Is it better now? I hope. Fingers crossed. Tell me, please, that it is better. If it is choppy, I don't know what else we can do. Frames per second is wild. Okay, let's hope it will get more stable. Currently, YouTube shows that connection is excellent. Let's hope that YouTube is not lying, but that's all that I can do, stream directly to the YouTube, so it is how it is. Choppy, still choppy, more laggy. Okay, sorry, I can do not much more than that, because we already kind of killed everything that we can kill. So why I actually wanted to talk about all this development and so on. Hey, hi. At least audio is good. Better now. Hey, Christoph. Hello. And yeah, hard to say what is on kind of few different targets. It was fine. Now it is not anymore. There could be two reasons. One, that could be the MacBook, as Foxbit suggests. Another one is maybe speed decided. Let's take a look. Fast com. No, it's not bad actually. It's about 93. It's fine. It should be fine. Yeah, weird. I blame probably OBS because I see that, for example, my stream desk doesn't work anymore. So, I don't know. Probably that's because I'm kind of new in computers and can't really handle them. Whatever. So, internet connection is kind of okay-ish. It should work, but it's not working well. It's okay-ish. Whatever. Let's keep going. So, maybe I need to kill Xcode. Also, that maybe will help a little bit. But why I wanted to talk about this development for the Apple Vision Pro. Basically, I wrote for myself kind of when I planned this week, I wrote for myself, do not start Apple Vision Pro app, because the shiny object syndrome is kind of strong. And I wrote that on Twitter or X and got quite a lot of, let's say, mixed feedback. There was a huge part of audience who said, oh, you're wrong, basically that is kind of next big thing. And there were also plenty of people who said, yeah, it's actually kind of makes sense because of also kind of different reasons. And I would like to kind of talk a little bit about those reasons why I think it doesn't make sense to develop applications for Apple Vision Pro right now, but also what are exclusions, in which cases that actually makes sense. Okay, I will catch up on the chat and then we can kind of keep rolling on the topic. Guten Tag. Yeah. Hey everyone. Yeah. Audio is good. Hope that video will catch up. Memory on MacBook Pro. Yeah, I have just 16 gigabytes of RAM. Maybe that also kind of hurts me a little bit. I will call this unusual stream start. Yeah. Remember watching you when you had less subscribers and still come across junior. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Switch the mind right. Yeah. I was showing a slideshow. Yeah. Sorry about slow video. Okay, I will kill Xcode then in a minute. Maybe that will help. Because actually in Xcode, I could show something in Xcode and talk about Xcode, but then I will not do that. And let's hope this will help to get some megabytes of RAM back, and maybe everything will become a little bit more smooth. And rest stream, we don't need that. Okay. Oh, actually we still have simulator running. That's kind of cute. Then I can use it. So, I wrote down, let's see if, no, Stream Deck still didn't work. Okay, whatever, I can switch using mouse. So actually I wrote on this week, on the beginning of this week, I wrote for myself note the Do Not Start Vision Pro app, and I wrote about 2.5 pages with reasons why I should not start, or everyone should not start Vision Pro app development right now, and also write down a few points what could be kind of exclusions. And I planned to do kind of YouTube video about that, and if stream will continue to be laggy, probably I need to do that YouTube video, but I'm kind of busy on this weekend, so I will not be able to do that, and I decided why do not have kind of discussion or chat about that. Oh, it's fixed now, no lags anymore. Cool. Nice. Oh, hey, Kumar. After 5 years, Xcode inside Vision Pro. Yeah, that will be interesting. We'll see. So yeah. So I think the question is currently everyone who pre-ordered those devices starting to receiving them, and I think the main question is this the next kind of big thing? Is this spatial computing, this Apple Vision Pro, is that the future? Because it is not kind of the first revolution, you know. We had Macs or whatever, computers, let's say computers, and then iPhone came out, and that was kind of really kind of huge, big thing, right? There was this first App Store launch, everything that was huge. That was a really big thing. Then iPad came out. We kind of expected, oh, maybe that will be also again kind of another kind of gold rush or something. Didn't kind of really happen, and with Apple Watch and Apple TV, that didn't happen at all, you know. Are you wearing the new Pro glasses? Fancy. Yeah, I wish. Hey, Rafael, hello. So, folks be saying, no, this is not a big thing. So, this is very tricky, because the Apple Vision Pro and, okay, we have another augmented reality kind of devices or virtual reality devices. This is not the first one. And I personally think that Apple Vision Pro will be like, I don't know, iPad or Apple Watch. That will be just another computing device, as we already have another devices. So there are few tasks which are kind of better on iPad, for example, whatever you are doing with Apple Pencil, so you can't really do that on Mac or on iPhone. Also, iPhone has the different kind of, it's small, it's always with you and so on. Apple Watch, fitness tracker, everything. Every device has his own niche, and I assume that probably Apple Vision Pro will be the same. Because currently those devices, those are big, those are heavy, those are chunky. If you will get eventually on something like that, yeah, maybe that will be kind of more common. But until then, first few years, definitely nothing. We will not see big changes, I think so. Haha, Marco followed my advice updating App Store presence for app and see impressions, page views and downloads. So, looks that my videos helps, right? Glad to hear that. Is the next big thing will take some time to become the next big thing. Yeah, Rafael, agree. It will take time. Better than 5 years ago, but yeah. And definitely the current Apple Vision Pro is not the Vision Pro that Apple would like to see. That's also kind of clear, right? Already sold your Apple Watch? Actually, no. My Apple Watch is charging. It is right here on the charger. Actually, it's done with charging. You know, with Apple Watch, you need to have 2 Apple Watches to keep one on charger and then kind of change them. Hey, Valency. The opportunity for developers is small because the market will be tiny for years. Yes, I actually agree with this point, because if you are looking on user base, currently Apple is saying that they are kind of selling or already sold 200,000 devices, and they are planning to sell this year something like 400,000-500,000 devices, or even if that will be million, whatever. But compare that with active user base of Apple customers. Basically, they have about 1 billion, more than 1 billion of active users. And those, I don't know, 500,000 Apple Vision Pro devices will be fraction of all the users. So that market size will be tiny, tiny, small. I don't know how much, 0.001%, something like that, tiny. Apple's dream to watch. Yeah. They can. Okay. Oops, lost the chat. I'm trying to follow chat because I would like to keep that, not that me kind of just talking, because I think you have probably also something to say about this, and I'm interested to hear your opinion on that as well. Use I can easily figure out how to make small glass like you have. Yes. Displays on eyes always will look weird, I agree. Switching between Phoenix and Apple Watch. Yeah, Phoenix stays alive. Yeah, that's a big plus. Unless you can sell app for 1,000 times the cost of iPhone apps, the economics just won't work out. Yeah, also I think so. I will not talk about Kirill. I will not talk about App Store optimization on this video, but this live stream. But I have 2 videos ago I was talking about this process. Check that out. But with Kick stream was lagging. I started on Kick and Twitch. It was lagging, and we are on YouTube only. So, okay, my way of thinking was, for example, if you thinking about jumping onto the development for the Apple Vision Pro, do you have great idea for that device? I personally don't have, and as far as I'm looking on all the other kind of apps that I see, mostly that is just kind of flying screens in the Apple Vision Pro. And there are very few applications with that full immersion, like, you know, video player, something like that, some meditation application maybe, but most of the applications, those are just screens. And I didn't kill simulator yet. I will share the screen.
So simulator is still running. Here is my, is that? Oh no, this is application that I was following, kind of, I was watching hacking with Swift Paul Hudson's online conference where he was talking and kind of giving, and that was more like workshop about Apple Vision Pro, and I was following it and kind of working on this application. Basically, here you can see that if you kind of looking on buttons, they are kind of brightening up and so on. That is kind of changed from iPad application. On iPad applications, those were just solid buttons. I didn't change, for example, those buttons. For example, those buttons, when you're looking on them, do not bright up. You have to click on them. Do not light up. You have to click on them, but this could kind of pop out like separate window and so on. So my thinking was about, yes, it is not kind of very challenging to improve existing application to kind of work like Apple Vision Pro application, but the same stuff kind of works if you have, for example, oh, that's my test application. Okay, whatever. So if you will have basically any of your applications, that will look like basically floating screen in the application, and it will work. And kind of my question was, does it really kind of make sense to invest significant amount of time into the development to improve experience of 0.001% of the users? So kind of yes, but also no. Because, for example, for my applications that I have in the App Store, I have quite long kind of list with to-dos to do something to improve user experience for all the users. And I think that for most of the indie developers, situation is the same. You always have more to do. You always can do something to improve your application for existing users, adding new features, fixing bugs, and so on, or just doing improvements for the App Store search optimization, for example, because then you will get kind of more downloads and more money at the end of the day. So that just kind of doesn't make much sense to spend time for this optimization. That's what I'm thinking. And this is kind of a discussion about low-hanging fruits versus the kind of shiny object. Because if I will go, let's see, if I will go to the WishKit, I have implemented WishKit.io in 2 of my applications. Let's see, I'm kind of curious to see. I didn't check it for a while. I'm kind of curious to see. Habit freediving application has more kind of feature requests. So we have requests for charts, Apple Watch, pending. I just want to check Apple Health integration, Audible Clue. Yeah, actually no one asked it. I checked it last time a few days ago, so I wasn't sure, but basically no one is asking from users for Apple Vision Pro support. And basically I have this list from users that they are asking to implement. Also I have my own kind of, I would like, for example, implement paywall A/B testing and price experiments. I would like to implement those. So the question is what to do to work on those kind of long hanging fruits, or work on implementation for Apple Vision Pro. So my kind of thinking is that doesn't kind of make much sense. That was kind of biggest argument for myself. And I'm kind of made that list to convince myself that, yeah, even I would like to jump on this kind of new shiny object. So there are kind of more things to do, you know. Can't figure out what you're doing.
I'm using a move transaction for OBS. Okay, if you have a few more points, let's check. Let's see what you are saying. You have so many things around how you clean them from dust. I am changing setup quite often. It doesn't have a chance to become dusty. So meta making glasses, yes. Yeah, there is hype. Agree. We have a few years, at least 10, yeah, 5. Price, I think price will go down eventually. Why I switched from EOS R to Sony 4K video and better autofocus. Fruits. long hanging fruits, yeah. Yeah, time is valuable. That is so. And yeah, I did that one video about time kind of planning not so long ago. Basically, I already kind of looking how to prioritize time to spend it efficiently. And it seems that Apple Vision Pro is not that, you know. Okay. Also, another question is about what are long-term goals, you know? Because, yeah, if you are kind of jumping on development for Apple Vision Pro just in hope that it will be kind of next big thing. So the question is, are you kind of ready to invest a lot of time in that and wait until this market will grow? Because definitely, unlikely, you will kind of earn some significant amount of money on early stages, you know. So you have to think about kind of what is your long-term goal. Are you kind of ready to stick with that? Also, how that fits together with your actions for long-term goals. For example, I will explain. For me, long-term goal is kind of to live from revenue from my own applications and do not need to do any freelancing. How that Apple Vision Pro will help, that is like buying the lottery ticket. If I'm investing, for example, months or 2 or 3 in project for Apple Vision Pro, I'm kind of hoping that I will see kind of nice exit and kind of some revenue from it. But if I will build application now, of course I need device first, I don't have it. Yeah, and if I will build it now, I'm not sure that application will be great. I will probably launch something for free and then we'll add some pro features and try to start to charge money. Because I don't know, I just don't want to, to build next I'm Rich app, you know, like it was on beginnings of the App Store when there were a lot of crappy applications for relatively high price. That's not what I will not want to do. So for my long-term goals, again, for me, and I think that for many other indie developers who have applications in the App Store or who would like to make business building applications that make much sense to still focus on iPhone, maybe an iPad. When do you start Flutter? Yeah. Yeah, if you start developing now, you will be early in the market and maybe you will have foot in the door sooner than others. Maybe, I agree that it is a reason, but what kind of benefits do you have from that? So, sure, you are first in the market, you probably will kind of squat some niche, but that market is relatively small and those big companies will not come anytime soon. But if this market will grow and that will be next iPhone kind of app store, those big companies with big budgets will come anyways. Copycats will come anyways, sooner or later. That is basically no chance that they will not come. And that was one of the arguments that also was told to me on the Twitter or X comments, that it is kind of blue ocean. There is new app store, no one currently is there, and so on and so on. But there is another one kind of blue ocean or app store where competition is not high. That is, for example, Apple TV apps, right? We have Apple TV App Store. So you still can be early on that platform. No one is coming. So I don't think that Apple Vision Pro will be kind of the same story, but that definitely will not be next iPhone App Store. You might get some freelancing job with your experience with Vision Pro apps. I don't think there will be many. Okay, if you are talking about freelancing, the easiest and quickest jobs to find in freelancing, those are small MVP projects, and usually they are looking for iPhone and Android application, and they do not look even for iPad and Apple Watch applications. Those usually, you rarely will find freelance project like that. I don't expect that you will find any freelance project for Apple Vision Pro. Apple Vision Pro apps will be developed by small indie developers like you and I, or by bigger companies which has time and resources to invest into that, and maybe some of them already building something, and others kind of saying that no, we are not going to do anything. I don't know, like Netflix, for example, they said we are not coming, YouTube said we are not coming, and so on. And also about kind of jumping quickly on development, having this kind of blue ocean without concurrence and so on, without competition. Remember development for first Apple Watch? That was kind of, again, I do not expect it will be the same, but that will be kind of similar. We can see big changes in the frameworks. We can see kind of big changes from in device, from generation 1 to generation 2 and so on. Those can be very big jumps like it was with Apple Watch 1. And basically that experience that you had with watchOS first version was not usable or not needed later with watchOS 2 and 3. So with Swift that was about the same. Basically Swift 1 was kind of thrown out of the window, Swift 2, Swift 3, and from Swift 3 it was already kind of stable. So yeah, I don't know. If you have to kind of if you have hard time to find time to work on that, I don't think it kind of makes sense to fight and try to get it. Netflix will not jump. No, Netflix is not available on Vision. What do you think is the future on Vision Pro hardware? Next generations will change quickly, I think, and but future, I think it is here to stay for a while. I don't think that Apple will kind of in a year will say, okay, forget about it, but yeah, we'll see. So anyways, if you kind of thinking about you want to develop application, you have to have good reasons why. Basically start with why. Why would you like to develop application for Vision Pro? I don't think you're losing much if you will wait until version 2 will come out. For example, in the summer will be WWDC. We will see what kind of changes will be for Apple Vision Pro development. Devices, we don't know when next generation of devices will come out, maybe in a year, maybe in a 2, who knows. But definitely we will see new frameworks for Apple Vision Pro in summer. Being first in the market, sometimes that helps, but being first helps just to have some advantage. If someone second will come in the market and will be more active in development, in marketing and everything, that being first do not change much basically. And yeah, I'm not saying that there will not be successful projects on Apple Vision Pro. Absolutely no. For sure there will. For sure there will be successful projects. For sure we will see kind of financial success stories, interesting projects, and so on and so on. But those are, as always, like also in mobile app development, there are so many indie developers who trying to get at least back those $100 for Apple developers license and have hard time to do that. And at the same time, there are indie developers who are earning thousands or tens of thousands or millions. I shared my revenue numbers. I did 50K in last year in sales, so I have kind of also decent success, but at the same time I have a friend who also built already 2 applications, released them in the App Store, and
just got first paying customer. Just one. So, but I have few reasons why to develop applications, and as well, I will cover those as well. Let's see, let's catch up on chat, what we have here. The Apple Watch is actually dead territory. There are apps on Apple Watch, but it's not easy to make money there, let's say so. Vision will be more about the integration into the ecosystem with different perspectives rather than independent device. Yeah, I agree. I think we will see some kind of symbiosis in between devices. We already see how you can use it as an external screen and so on, but I think that Apple also kind of still will watch market closely, how users are using it, what developers are doing, and those changes will be fast and kind of rapid. Because when first Apple Watch come out, everyone kind of expected that will be more, we will use it like small iPhone, but that never happened. Some apps, they will be transferred into iOS. Yeah. No offense, but I think the Vision Pro is a very niche audience. Yes, sure. Niche product. Yeah, that VR thing is, I think it's kind of also, I think it is early, and I'm not sure we will see our normal human beings, not me or you. We are kind of nerds. We are not our average human being. Average human beings are not going to the streams. They are not talking about that, and they just maybe just read about this Apple Vision Pro in Verge or somewhere else, Savin News, and so on. I don't think human beings are ready to walk around with 600 grams device stick to their face. It's heavy, it's big, it's clunky. Looking for review videos, it's not handy to use. And of course, that's first generation. Second generation will be different. That's for weirdos, for geeks. First generation, only geeks and tech fans and maybe some wealthy kind of rich people will buy to play around, and then that's it. But eventually, when devices will be smaller, more convenient, then maybe more people will start to use them. We'll see. And if this kind of spatial computing, this virtual reality or augmented reality, as Apple would like to say, will become the future, that could be great to kind of get your hands kind of dirty with development like that early. So that is the reason, kind of follow that, take a look where this goes, and so on and so on. If you have free time, sure, why do not play around with that? Why do not try to make some applications just to stay in touch and follow what's happening, what you can do with that, and so on, right? Was there any success with Apple Watch apps for you? No, didn't. How many hours you work per day? Hard to say, Andy. I'm waking up at about 6 and then walking dog, and then I'm starting to work. And am I working now, or I'm just chatting with you? That's up to you. So, and now it is about 10 o'clock in the evening. I see the Vision Pro is important and relevant, but I think the product is good, damn cool. Yeah, I think that product itself is really cool. Even it is just first generation and there are kind of few flaws. It is heavy, that glass on front doesn't look like in ads. It's kind of blurry, not nice. I don't know what's the point to have those eyes there. Those video calls looks, I don't know, doesn't look good at all. It's totally first generation product, but it's really cool. I really like it. I never kind of really wanted to have any from those Meta kind of virtual reality goggles to play games, but this one looks interesting. I would like to have it. When it will be available in Europe for sale, probably I will buy one. Will I develop applications for it? Also probably, but
that's one of the kind of things, basically, because if you want to develop applications for it, you need device, because that simulator that doesn't look the same like it looks in the, you can't really build good application in using simulator only. You need device. Just because it looks completely different, you have to understand how it looks, because on simulator that is just, I don't know, on screen you see just small kind of line of text. In device it's 1 meter wide, so it's really hard to design for it. Also, using device, you are using it with eyes and kind of fingers. On simulator you can't really feel that. You can guess which will be okay-ish user interface, but you never will know for sure. So you definitely need device. Also, I would like to play around to see how Apple developing their own applications, to see other developers' applications, then to see kind of more clear what kind of applications I would like to kind of develop. So that's important thing to have. If you have access to device, if you have spare time, if you want to kind of get your hands dirty, sure, go for it. If your main goal is to earn money today as an indie developer, do not develop applications yet. The chance that you will build something which will be great and you will make kind of significant amount of money is small. It is not zero. If you are in game development, if you already know how to work with AR kit, how it is, AR kit, augmented reality kit, AR kit, yeah, AR kit, if you are in game development and so on, sure, then this is time for you, this is go time for you. You have to have the device already ordered. If you are in US, no problems. If not, fly, get it, build applications for it. If you are kind of part-time indie developer like I am, with almost no free time and with already existing applications which generates money and you need to kind of work on them, you can wait for version 2, you can wait for later. Front display resolution look at very low in reviews. Exactly, Eric, yeah. I will say the same. In Apple ads, it looks like basically you are looking towards that front display. It looks like in ads that you just see the user's eyes. In reviews, that's not even close. It's blurry, it's low resolution. I don't even know why they have this glass on front, because it makes it more heavy, it makes it more fragile. Doesn't make sense to have that glass if it is so low quality. I missed the first part of the C. What type of app you are going to develop for Google's? I am going to wait until I will get access to device. I would only buy it once I can replace it with my monitor setup. Yeah, it is heavy. You will not like to work on it all day long, and also you have just one 4K screen. Currently I am using 3 screens when I'm working, so I have, okay, that is okay, I could use kind of whatever it is, Slack or something that could be native application, but anyways, you can't have, for example, multiple screens from your Mac, so that kind of doesn't work nice, you know. First generation product, but still weird that Apple makes it so first generation. I don't know. I think it's not bad for first generation. I will say it's okay. Did you agree on new UI terms? No. It's for almost everyone. It's better to stay in the App Store and do not go for this new kind of thing. Okay, so about am I going to buy it? Will I buy it? So Apple Vision Pro could be great for content creation perspective. As a YouTuber, I could make content around it. That's one thing. Another thing, as a YouTuber and developer, I could make content around it as well, right? To do development, kind of maybe tutorials, maybe something else, kind of share experience building applications. Will I do that? Unlikely, because actually my goal is not to become full-time creator or YouTuber. I like to do videos, I like to do live streams, but my main goal is to build indie applications and just make videos around them and videos that I like to make. So I do not really need Apple Vision Pro for that reason. Buying from US, that's not an option for me because I can't write it down as a taxes, then you don't have warranty. It's kind of I will not bother. I will wait while it is available in Latvia, in Europe. Okay, somewhere in European Union, and will buy it then. So yeah, then I will probably buy it. Currently I'm thinking that I will buy it. So if you are just starting app development and you have nothing in the App Store, I think it's not a bad idea to start from the Apple Vision Pro development, because on the beginning you will be able to develop and release relatively simple applications and have traction because competition will be low. Yes, there will be very little of customers, maybe 200, maybe 500 customers in the App Store, but also there will not be so many apps which are developed just for Apple Vision Pro. That market will be not crowded. And that will be something similar, I think, to what we had in the first App Store. Apple Watch App Store was kind of interesting because we had, I remember that we kind of, with co-workers was discussing about, oh, did you saw that new application was released in the App Store and so on and so on. It was kind of, not everyone, but many of us often just opened App Store to take a look what kind of applications are available, what's new is released and so on. That is a very interesting time. So I think that could repeat on the Apple Vision Pro. Oh, Andy is from Estonia. Hello, Tere, my friend. So that's, I think, if you're just starting or if you have spare time to, for example, I don't know, you everything is fine with your applications in the App Store and you are looking for the next project. Yeah, why not? Sure. You can jump on App Store on the Apple Vision Pro application development. I kind of heard the comment in Twitter. I was told that, oh, those users just paid $3,500 for device, then they will be ready to pay high price for the applications. I'm skeptical about that. I will not kind of beat on that because I don't know, those users have €1,500 iPhones and they are still complaining about $5 in a year subscription. So I don't know, but maybe part of those users will be also those who are buying new know those applications. Big part of them are developers, reviewers and so on. Probably they will not buy too much applications. They will spend most of the time developing their own applications. So we'll see. But even saying all of that, as indie developer, if you are one-man company, your expenses can stay very low. Basically, you can work with 90, 95, 99% kind of revenue. You are just spending, I don't know, money on accountant, you're spending money on MacBook, something else, some app subscriptions, and that's it. Basically, you can keep your expenses very low, and even with few thousands of customers, you can make kind of decent money. So you don't need much users. And that is true that big companies will not come yet to the App Store. So you will have time to work on your applications, and you can kind of get few thousands of the users for your few applications and make decent money from that. So that was my kind of on pro side. why you may decide to build application. I will need your course for my next project, so I'm not wandering all over the place and focusing on building product. Do not do code masturbation. Yes, for me, you know how my tolerance about tested code and so on. So when will Apple Vision Pro will be available in France? No one knows. No one knows yet. Apple Vision Pro will be just another cool console in the some guy's shelf. It's just not practical. Yeah, yes and no. I think it will look nice like in shelf, in background, in all the YouTubers' background who will buy them. But yeah. I think after first hype will be kind of down, it will be really hard to spend significant amount of time using the application. And Marco pinged me in the DMs somewhere about that course. Yeah, I don't know. No one really knows when Apple will start to sell it in Europe. And maybe later this year, hopefully. I think that they will sell the first generation in the Europe as well. We'll see. If they will not sell first generation in Europe and they will wait, I don't know, for a year until version 2, I will be kind of happy, because then probably I will handle I will keep up with my initial kind of idea to skip it and wait until generation 2. Is it better than HoloLens 2? It's not kind of technical question. It's more like use case question. HoloLens, it's more focused not to consumers but to business kind of apps. So I think, Apple is mad with European Union. Yeah, maybe after those kind of requests what they had to implement. Yeah, I still do TDD but need to focus and build features through MVP. Yeah, I think it should be somewhere in the middle. What is you and Apple situation? Oh, Marco, are you living under the rock? Apple was pushed by European Union to open access to NFC. Apple was pushed to allow sideload, and they of course implemented it the worst possible kind of way. You may have third-party app stores and deliver applications through them. Basically, at the end of the day, it is very risky because it can become way more expensive than deliver and sell applications through the App Store. So I'm not going to do that, of course. Yeah, exactly. Folks with nice summary. Yeah. They're going to ask to use the same connection to the Apple Vision Pro on everything. But Apple Vision Pro is USB-C. Yeah, they have connector on that kind of band on device, but that battery, it is USB-C. Opinion on rumors of Xcode improvements with generative tool integration. I think that in the next WWDC we will see something. Yes, I think yes, we will see something. Is anyone using paying version of ChatGPT? I do. I'm using. Okay, let's see. I will try to open one more time Xcode to see if stream will still keep going. Xcode, oh, not to one project. Is paid version any good? Paid version is good because it works, with free version there was problems with access. So basically I was paying just to have it working always, and that kind of works. And also they delivered kind of paid versions to pay the ChatGPT features earlier, basically working with pictures, browsing, something else, I don't remember what. Does your neck hurt after a long time use? Yeah, I don't know. I think yes, but who knows? Okay, let's see if this thing will work. So, actually, this is just regular iOS application, and you can run it. You can add Apple Vision Pro simulator and run it. And basically, my point is that if it is running on the simulator kind of okayish, what is the point to invest much time to improve it to look better? Because it still will be kind of floating screens and so on. You can make it kind of look better on that, how this glossy glass kind of background, those buttons could look better and so on. Okay, it will launching forever. But I don't know, it will kind of works anyways without doing anything, and I am kind of thinking about that doing nothing for those applications. Okay, it will take forever. Errors. Why errors? Okay, whatever. I will kill it. Okay, no programming today. Oh, Harold, thank you very much for super chat. Just have to thank you for content. It's big motivation. Oh, so nice. Thank you. I will be making Vision Pro app, but it meant for enterprise. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. Apple Vision Pro app for enterprise. Yeah, because I'm working on freelance projects as a consultant, but basically that is kind of also corporation and so on. And we have zero plans for Apple Vision Pro. We just discussed it briefly. Should we kind of block it in the App Store or not? And it kind of works. And we decided, okay, whatever. Let's kind of leave it available in the App Store for Apple Vision Pro, but that's it. Nothing kind of changed. How long did you wait for Dan's number? For Dan's number, I was waiting few days. I don't remember exactly. Maybe few days. Your older setup with Apple on one side and Windows on another side was better. Better for what? Okay. I use both paid versions, GitHub Copilot and ChatGPT. Yeah, Eric, same. Do not. It's good in well invested money. I do not regret to pay those bills, you know. I have noticed some Swift package issues as well. Yeah, but interestingly, it was working just fine before, but doesn't work now. Recently, I waited about 4 days for Dan's number approved by Apple. Yeah, I don't remember how long exactly I was waiting, but it was also something like in between that 2 or 4 days, something like that. Give me a second. Es tev nākamreiz nobloķēšu uz 2 dienām. Okay, so I'm back. Bart is horrible. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's playing. Yeah. I'm coding while watching your live stream. Cool. Nice, Oliver. So, yeah, I don't know. That Microsoft Copilot, I heard that, yeah, that Microsoft Copilot, I tried it, it kind of works and so on, but I don't know. I'm kind of used to ChatGPT and whatever. It costs, I don't remember how much, $20 in a month, something like that. If it helps to improve speed of my work. So I do not pay. And also I'm using it not only for, sometimes I'm using it for code, but often I'm using for other things, for writing, for stuff like that when I'm creating content. It really helps. GitHub Copilot, I will say not so much, because I'm using Xcode and developing in Swift and Swift UI, and that GitHub Copilot is kind of slowish in Xcode, and those suggestions also often are out of context, because for my indie applications it helps. For my freelance project not so much, because we are using plenty of inside kind of inside libraries, which kind of cross-platform code, and GitHub Copilot just don't know how it works, have zero understanding about that, so that doesn't help much. So many things call it Copilot now, hard to keep track. Yeah, I'm using GitHub Copilot, yeah. You can switch between GPT 3.5 and 4 with iOS app. Yeah, but who is using? I'm almost never using ChatGPT in the mobile application. I'm always using it on the Mac. I don't remember when I have installed ChatGPT application on iPhone, but I don't remember when I last time used it on iPhone. You can use it for free. Yeah, I don't know. When ChatGPT 4 was available for subscription, I jumped on it, and using since then, I know that there was kind of period of time when it wasn't possible to get on that. GitHub Copilot sucks. Yeah. It's in suggestions, it's kind of, it feels that it is dumber, it's worse comparing with the comparing with ChatGPT 4. But the problem is that kind of benefit is that GitHub Copilot is built in the Xcode, so it kind of helps. It works faster when it works. Yeah, okay, basically I covered everything that I wanted to kind of tell about that Apple Vision Pro. Good. So I will not need to do video about that. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, let me catch up with chat if we have something else to discuss. You should just learn C. Real manly. I know C. I know C enough to print something in command line, but that's it. That's my kind of level of knowledge of C. But yeah. The problem is that I like to create applications, and C is not the best language to develop iOS applications. That's the problem. So yeah, I'm real man. I know C, but I'm kind of choosing another options. I prefer copy paste from both browsers. It works better. Yeah. Yeah, you know, when I found I had kind of I used for some short period of time I used Visual Studio Pro, VS Code. Sorry, not Visual Studio, VS Code.
maybe that can help for you as well, Jan, because how I used them. I had opened Visual Studio and Xcode, basically the same project was opened. And I was of course, you can't work with Swift UI, previews, or what else not. But if you are using on some kind of bigger kind of logical functions, on some business logic and so on, then that works fine in in VS Code as well. And ChatGPT works super fast and really well in Visual Studio Code. And then what I just did, I just doing changes in Visual Studio, saving them. I have already opened Xcode. Xcode already, as soon as you save changes, Xcode already updates the file as well. And you already see all the error messages if you have any. And you can run it and so on and so on. So if you have to copy paste from browser, I think that works better, Use the Microsoft Copilot to help with core logic in Flutter app. Yeah, that will be great, I think, because in VS Code it works great. I hope that we will see something in the next WWDC about the something similar to Copilot. I don't know. I'm not very optimistic about that because you see how Siri is working, right? Siri looks like dumb sister of Google and Microsoft Assistant. Not a Microsoft, but Amazon Assistant. So, I don't know. I'm skeptical about those coding helping tools. I will be very happy to be wrong, but I'm skeptical. Yeah, for next stream looks that if I will try to do any programming and streaming, I should get an upgrade for my Mac, or maybe at least try to clean it, install and everything, remove everything that is not really needed, so because it's I don't know, not really usable. What do you think about ad for indie app? Is it good idea for advertise app in social media? I'm not sure, because ads, those usually are very expensive, and that depends what is your LTV, lifetime value of user, basically how much money you are making from one user. If you are making very little money, you will pay, for every install, you will pay for every user acquisition. So if you can make more money from users than you are paying for installs, that is just money printing machine. But unfortunately, usually for indie developers, that is not the case. Those, scammer apps which are charging you $10 or $20 per week, or games with any something like that, where you buying a lot of in-game items and spending a lot of money, they are earning quite a lot per user, and they can afford to buy for installs. So I don't think, Ruslan, that will help you. And even App Store ads the same. Again, you will pay for installations, but how much money you are making from user, you have to do your math. If you have free money and you would like just to throw it into the ads and try to acquire new users, sure, you can play around with it, but yeah, I don't think it make much sense to do that. I am not doing that. Hopefully Apple will update Siri. Yeah, Siri is, I'm not using Siri for anything else, but I don't know, just to start timers or something. It's useless, I agree with you, Eric. And Alexa is more advanced, I heard that from others as well, yeah. And ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, one another were... I agree with you, there is nothing to fight about. They're reworking Siri as they have confirmed themselves that Siri is pile of shit from development side. Yes. I hope. Technical part of Siri is terrible. Confirmed by technicians. Yeah, but I think that's obvious even for users. You know, it's horribly bad. If you're asking some, I don't know, random stuff, you are in the best of luck. In the best case, you are getting some article from internet where something talking about that. So, Apple iOS will be the next one more thing. yeah, I don't know. Okay, we are sorry about technical difficulties on the beginning and not so cool technical kind of stream. I was hoping that I will be able to open Xcode a little bit more and kind of talk a little bit more about Apple Vision Pro development from programming side, but it's bad. It's bad. Probably M1 Pro is not enough for streaming and Apple Vision Pro simulator. Obviously it is not. But okay, it's better than nothing, because I will not be able to make video this week. So we are on more than an hour on the stream. Let's round up, and I will try to do stream next week again. We'll see how this crappy Mac will work. Hopefully it will not burn in fire, running all the simulators and everything. Siri can't even turn on lights at home via HomeKit. Yeah, it's disaster. It is disaster. Okay, everyone, let's wrap up. Thank you everyone for coming. If you have any more questions, for those who, if someone watching is in record and you are still watching and you have questions, feel free to write them in comments. I will try to answer them. I think I kind of covered everything that I'm thinking about Apple Vision Pro at this moment. We'll see if I will do any follow-up video, but I think that is kind of my opinion for now. Going to sleep now. Have a good night, everyone. And good morning to you, Paul. See you on the next stream. Okay, hit the likes while we are still on stream. You are slacking, you are not hitting likes today. Okay, bye bye.